In the last week and a half, Viraffic has been able to get 2 new high-ticket clients, which is insane since I started my agency very recently. And one of the most important factors when getting clients is getting quality leads fast and reaching out to them properly. So make sure to pay attention to this video and you might learn something. These aren't your traditional boring outreach methods. They're modernized, proven to work methods. I will also include scripts that are currently working and that work for me that I personally use for each outreach system, so you can go ahead and copy it and start right now. So I started SMMA around 2 months ago, and I struggled a lot when finding leads and reaching out to them because there weren't really any good methods out there or scripts that were proven to work, and I wasn't even sure that SMMA really worked and it was a real thing, because nothing I saw on YouTube was working until I made this one change. So what I did was ask a few of my friends who make well over 50K per month with their agency, what are some secret outreach methods that I could use. And once I implemented those methods, I started getting consistent, good quality leads and converting them into clients regularly. I tested the scripts and different methods for an entire month until I perfected them and found a perfect working script for each outreach method, which I'm going to share with all of you today. I've divided the video into different sections, so if you need to come back to a specific section, you can. Quick disclaimer before I get into the video, there's 7 main outreach methods that I'm going to include in this video, and some of them include lead generation and some don't, so keep that in mind. So the first outreach method is cold calling. Please keep in mind that there's no specific order into which is the best and which is the worst. I will mention which are my favorite and which I've gotten best results in, but I just decided to put cold calling first. So cold calling is great because you get direct contact with a business owner or whoever is in charge, depending on the client, on the business size. So I'll put a cold calling script on the screen right now, and basically it just goes like, "Hi there, may I speak with the name you're trying to aim for, the owner of the business or whoever's in charge with the social media or marketing or whatever." And then you go a quick, "Hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. I know you're probably busy, so I'll make it quick." This makes it so they know that the call isn't going to be long. You explain that you run an agency and you help their specific business type get more customers through whatever marketing strategy you do. So Facebook ads, Google ads, whatever. And then you try and get them to get into a call with you to share some ideas. And yeah, that's basically it. Some tips for cold calling is always compliment their business, say something that's personalized so they know that you're not just randomly calling a bunch of businesses. Some people will say that they're not available now, and if you want, you can call send a message. You should never do this. You should always ask to call, "Is there a better time that I could call back on?" Always avoid anyone who isn't a decision maker, like a secretary or anything like that. Always try to speak to the owner, founder, or marketing manager, etc. And always avoid sending emails. So a lot of them are going to be like, "Could you please send us an email about this, blah, blah, blah." It's much better to try and get them on a call through cold calling rather than email, because it's more direct and easier. Cold emailing is one of my favorite ones. It's the one I get the best results in, and it's the one I usually do the most as well. So I'll put 2 different scripts on screen. The first one is Iman's script, and he mentioned it in a video, and I wanted to mention it because I think there's some great pointers here that a lot of people can use to learn things about. So there's 2 bad ones, and 1 good one. The 2 bad ones are the one on top and the one on the bottom, and you can see I highlighted it, and most of them are generic and boring. There's no value in them, there's no personalization, and people won't really want anything to do with it. They'll just probably delete it or won't even read it. The good one, which is in the middle, it's interesting because it has like a hook. I'm obsessed with you. You can see the parts I highlighted here. It's very interesting and attention grabbing. And then there's sort of an ego boost where you compliment the business. And then there's personalization where you prove that you know their business and what they do exactly. And then there's a transition where it says from the personalization into getting them into a call. But here Iman simply tries to get a reply, which is great, and and then he'll probably continue from there to get into a call with them. I really like this type of email, but I think it's very long. So I'll put up on screen the actual script that I use that gets me great conversions and great reply rates. I get I think around 80% reply rates, and it's a great script. A lot of people told me not to share this script because it's the one I personally use, and a lot of YouTubers don't actually share it, but I wanted to share it because I really want to help you guys. So it starts with hi and the company name, or in this case you can use the owner's name, which is also great. Right now I'm only targeting business owners and not the business itself because I get more replies that way. Then I have a little hook, which is I'll keep this short and sweet to make the 26 seconds it takes to read this worth your time, which is kind of interesting and a different way to start an email. And then I go straight into personalization, where I say, I checked out your website, I bet you're crushing it with blah 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 blah, like your new job, your new bucket hat drop, your new collection, blah blah blah, etc. And then I go with the part where they're failing. So I was surprised to find out your company had such low social media engagement. And then I say our and whatever niche they are. So like, let's say clothing. Let's say our fashion clothing clients who build their social media on average have a result of 2x in sales. And then I go, without making any assumptions about your business goals, I believe that a strong social media will play a pivotal role in your success in sales. And then I have a little call to action. Are you open for a 15-minute call to discuss whatever their company is, strategy for social media sometime this week? So this email is more structured for social media management and marketing, but you can change it and adapt it to whatever niche and services you're providing. So some great tips is don't be lame, generic, and boring. Typically emails that are boring and generic people don't really read or care about. It's important to answer what's in it for me for them. So you have to answer that question for them in the email. So always include something that will help them. Test a bunch of scripts and see what works best for you. I kind of implemented a bunch of different scripts and found the one that works best for me with my niche and specifically the services that I'm selling. Always refine the message and keep improving it. Always ask people for feedback. Obviously people that are doing better than you. Offer some sort of guarantee. Sometimes I would offer people that I would guarantee to outperform their current ads manager or agency or whatever. It's a good, easy guarantee. You should always depend the guarantee on whatever the niche is and the company and stuff. You can also include case studies as leverage for clients. Case studies are kind of essential, and you can include case studies like attached to the email and say, here's a case study of a similar business if you want to take a good look. You should always have a signature as well. It makes it look professional. I'll pop up on the screen what my signature looks like. It has my name, etc., the website, my phone number, and my email, and it also has a call to action to book a call. And also use a professional company email. There's loads of places like Namecheap and GoDaddy where you can buy a domain for really cheap, and then I personally use Google Workspace. But yeah, they won't take you seriously if you don't have that. So the third outreach method is Facebook. This is great. This is the one I actually started with. And as you can see, it's just an extension called Ad Finder. I'm pretty sure you have to search Turbo Ad Finder 2.0. And you just create an account, click ads only, and go on your personal Facebook, which is the best to go on, honestly. And then it'll just keep refreshing and it'll only show you sponsored posts, which is ads from e-commerce businesses or just any type of business, honestly. And as long as you interact with your type of niche, it'll show more of that. But here, as you can see, there's a lot of businesses. Let's take a look at this one, for example. Matsuda, it's an eyewear company. And as you can see, you can go here on their Facebook and you can go on page transparency and you can see what their current ads are. It tells you if they're running ads or not. As you can see, they are running ads right now. And then you can get their contact info here. Usually they have a phone number and an email, and their social media as well. In this case, they only have an email. You can check out their website here and then analyze it a bit, and then you can either send them a message or send them a cold email. I'll put up the script for what I use for DMing businesses on Facebook. DMing them from your personal account is just fine. You don't need an agency account, honestly, for this. A lot of people ask me that, and DMing from your personal account works just fine. And I usually go something like, hey, I just recently came across your page, and then I include a personalization like, I love this specific sunglass that you made, and I put the name, obviously. And I go, quick question, who currently runs your social media ads, or who currently runs your Facebook ads? And usually they'll respond with, oh, this person from the team, or we have a marketing team who does that. And then you just continue the conversation from there, and eventually try and get a good email from them to then send them a link to a call and get them on the call. So the fourth method of getting leads is DropIspy, which is a website you can see on my screen right now. And basically it just shows you people who are currently running ads on Facebook, and it's a great tool, honestly, but it is much better if you get the premium account, because then you can add filters. Like, for example, you can add the countries like USA or UK or whatever, and then you can add Shopify as the e-com platform, and you can search for specific things of your niche and find ads that are up to date, like very recent, etc. And then you just go on their Facebook page, and then from there you can message them, cold call them, or email them, or whatever. Great tool. I have a few friends that use this and they get great leads from it, but of course it's better if you get the premium account. So the fifth outreach method is actually LinkedIn, and LinkedIn is pretty famous for its outreach. So quick tip before actually starting to do outreach, make sure your profile looks professional and looks good. I don't think my profile is like the best, but I think it's good enough for outreach. Make sure you have 500 plus connections. Connections are easy to get. Just connect with people from your media and etc. And have a good bio like mine. Yeah, make sure your profile looks professional. So for the first outreach method is a free one. Basically, you're just gonna search for example, social media management. And you're gonna go on jobs. And you're gonna go on all filters. And you can search for a different location. So you could put like USA or UK or wherever you're from. And you can actually find businesses here. You can change the company, on-site, remote, whatever. Make sure you put remote, obviously, because that will help you a lot. You can use the apply button, or you can go straight to their page and try and find their email, and then contact them from there, because these are warm leads who are looking to get whatever you're looking for. So you can also search Facebook ads or Google ads or whatever. So another way, which is pretty famous, is LinkedIn Sales Navigator, which basically is a more focused way of getting leads straight up. And yeah, so it's a paid version. You have to pay for it, but you can request a demo for free and you can test it out and use it and see how it works. I'll put up a screen right now. I'll put a picture on the screen right now of what it looks like. This is an image from my VA who actually has it. I don't personally have it because I have a VA who does it for me, but it's a great way to get leads, and it's something that I use to get leads personally. So yeah, I'll definitely recommend it. And if you can get a VA to do it for you, even better. So the sixth way of getting leads and clients as well, and doing outreach, is Upwork. This is probably the easiest one and the one that most beginners use. I wouldn't say it's the best, but I would say it's pretty easy. It does take a lot of time though. So what you're gonna do is sign up as a freelancer on Upwork. I just quickly signed up to show you guys. And you can search any type of jobs. So here you can see I searched up social media management as an example, and you can see that there's over almost 11,000 jobs. So these are people, warm leads as well, because the people are posting looking for someone to hire. And there's different requirements, and most of these are hourly or fixed prices for things. But yeah, you can definitely find some good work here, and contact them, explaining that you're an agency and all that, and just do a bunch of proposal letters daily, and you'll definitely get a client here, because this is pretty easy to do, and I would definitely recommend it if you're starting out. All right, so the last lead finder and outreach method is Instagram. I personally use this, and I've gotten some pretty good clients with it. I think it's a great outreach method depending on your niche. For my niche, e-com, it works great. So yeah, I'm just gonna hop on my phone and show you guys right now live. So there's two ways of doing this. First way is searching up a hashtag related to your niche. So you can search up e-commerce or e-com, and then going to the recent tab and just finding any type of business. Most businesses, small businesses, will post using this hashtag, and it's very easy to find. Here you can see a clothing business, for example, and then I would just reach out to them through text using the same script as the Facebook one. So before and after. So it would go something like, hey, just recently came across your page. Love the lime green dress. It really stands out. And then quick question: who currently runs your social media? And it's literally that easy. You can send a bunch of them throughout the day, and yeah, that's basically it. And then the second method of doing Instagram, finding leads on Instagram and outreach, is through the shopping tab. It's actually a great way of finding leads. I never actually used this, but now I do. And you literally just find businesses, like for example, this one selling clothes, this one sells watches. You see this one's pretty small, so okay, so I think they sell watch cases. Navy blue lychee. So you would just say, hey, just came across your page, love the navy blue watch case that you have here for sale, blah blah blah. And then yeah, that's basically it. And you can find a bunch of them as well through here. And another thing is that you should probably, if you have some sort of capital, you should probably hire a VA to do it, because VAs are generally cheap. They're probably less than $5 an hour, and they will find quality leads for you and do the outreach as well. I'll make a separate video on how to find VAs and how to hire them and train them. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to implement more than one of these outreach methods, because having a variety always helps you and will get you better chances at landing a client. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, and that's it.